Feliz Navidad, animal inmundo.
Thing where I was crying and then you were like, Vicky would have for sure been crying. Now that we're talking about her crying. One year, I don't remember if it was Eric or Henry that got me, and they got me underwear.
What the heck?
No.
That's weird.
Not just underwear.
So was like, bro, you know what that reminds me of? I was like, what? And she was like, when you guys told me that Abraham was making out with the girl in the pool.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode of the UBOF podcast. I'm Abraham.
I'm Julissa.
And I'm Victoria.
There we go.
I was like, you can't feel it.
Should have done this one.
Oh, yes, I don't have nails. It's okay, everybody. Hey, I can't hear myself. Is that normal?
No, you can't hear yourself at all.
Oh, you had it lowered. I was like, I couldn't hear anything.
No, but we can hear you. So it wasn't your...
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Usually Best of Friends podcast.
UBOF.
Did you already say that?
Yeah, bro. Literally.
Your voice got deeper.
I'm getting over a sickness.
Oh,
Over
it sounds deeper. I can feel the vibrations on my arm hairs.
What the heck?
Fun.
Oh my gosh. It's the day after Christmas, you guys.
Yep.
Commitment, determination. That's why we're here.
We shouldn't say that yet.
Wait, what? What did you say?
She said that we have a commitment and determination for being here the day after Christmas. But that doesn't really represent us well, to be quite
No,
honest.
it doesn't.
At least not lately. At least not on
Dang.
this end of the table.
It's because when you become adults, like you really have to plan things out. It's scary.
To be fair, we meet at the same time every week.
Yeah, but it's so scary because I don't know, life happens, you know?
I do know.
Abraham's like, that's not me.
Yeah,
I'm here every Thursday.
He's like, that sounds like you have priority issues.
Dang.
He didn't say that.
No, you know what? That's why Mario's always telling me, Mario's like, why don't you guys change the day? I'm like, honestly, I'm not even going to put that on the table because
Right.
Thursdays work. If it's not Thursdays,
Didn't
like...
you pick Thursday?
Yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying.
You
Like,
did.
it's easy for me to make sure that I'm here. And sometimes that doesn't even happen.
And it is a sacrifice still because Thursday is your long day. But is it better to make your long day longer or make one of your weekends like get in the way of your
free
weekend?
day.
Yeah. There we go. Take away part of your free day.
Time of your free day.
You know,
Yeah.
for me, it's make my day longer, bro. Especially if it's gonna be
What?
something good that makes it longer. I think that's better. Make your
Nah, not for me.
You should make your day longer?
Julissa says it.
yeah.
I would do it on a free day when you have nothing to do.
You see, that's not me right now because I have scheduling issues and I work every day now, like from
Damn.
Monday through Saturday. And that was a mistake. But, you know, now I have to deal with it.
Yeah, that seems tough.
Yeah.
Especially because your work demands you to be there. Like, I feel like I work every day too, all day,
Yeah.
but I don't have to be anywhere as long as I got this with me.
Yeah, I hear you.
But I am always working because the second my phone rings on a Saturday at 7 p.m. and I have to answer it, I'm not going to tell you what I do or what I say, but I'm really upset. Let me just tell you that. And
Honestly,
if you're
that's
around
kind
me,
of hard.
it's horrible sometimes.
I don't think I would be able to be on call for a job.
My dad made me work on Christmas. Let's just put that out there.
Yesterday?
That's common for your dad, though.
I
That's
know.
not surprising.
That's what I'm saying. I was so stressed out, bro.
Wait, yesterday? Or Tuesday?
It was Tuesday,
That's not
but
Christmas, bro.
but late Tuesday. Like when as a Mexican you're celebrating Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
I'm like, why the heck do I have to charge a customer right now? Like, why are they paying for anything?
Yeah,
just
for
say
real.
Merry Christmas and goodbye. Like,
Oh my gosh. So you just brought up this thing that I heard this week about Merry Christmas. You know, first of all, I love Home Alone movies. I watch those every year, even when it's not Christmas. We watched Home Alone 1 and 2, which is the best ones, the only good ones. On when was it? When was Christmas Eve?
Tuesday.
Tuesday night. And we watched it in Spanish. And you know how there's a scene that says, "You Merry Christmas, you filthy animal"?
yeah.
In Spanish, it's hilarious.
What did they say?
It says Feliz Navidad, animal inmundo. Bro, I couldn't stop laughing. That was so funny.
That is so funny.
I was like, I didn't know that was gonna
Or
translate.
have you
like
guys
that.
ever heard? Have you guys ever heard a translation? I don't know what the English word for it is, but when Spanish TV goes rayos. I feel like I have. Bro, it's so funny.
What would that
That's
be
funny.
a translation to, though?
Like crap or
Like, shoot.
yeah.
You're
Like rayos.
That's funny.
It's so random.
I never
I'm
even
sure
heard that.
people
Like,
say that.
outside movies, I never even heard someone say it like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel
That's funny.
cinema is just different, bruh.
That's so
You're
funny.
making stuff up. It is funny.
Have you watched any new movies lately?
I watched
I
Venom.
mean,
There's a new one?
Yes.
that was like
I know.
a month ago, brother.
It's recently. I haven't watched a movie since then.
That's not
I
recently.
watch like 3 movies a year, and it's always at the movie
Watch
theater.
anything.
Really?
I
You
feel
don't
like
watch any movies here?
Not really. I don't have that attention span.
I watched Wicked.
Oh yeah, how was it?
I really liked it.
Dude.
It
Abraham
made me
wanted to
cry
watch it.
so
She made
bad.
me watch freaking Venom instead of Wicked, bro.
No, I was not the one who
I
picked
was
it.
crying so bad.
Art is super good.
It's so good. There was a
Bruh.
scene where like, oh, I can't. I'm gonna spoil it for you, but I cried so bad.
No, don't spoil
Like
it.
I left with my eyes hinchados. And it was
Wait,
like
what?
such a like wholesome moment, you know.
Wait, speaking about wholesome movies, what movie did we watch before Venom? We watched something where I was crying, and then you were like, Vicky would have for sure been crying. Now that we're talking about her crying.
It was Venom, wasn't it? Because he dies.
He dies.
Oh, I think I
Allegedly.
That
did.
is so messed up.
Oh, I
No,
think that's
can't.
true. Yep, I think that's true. I think I started crying during Venom, and then they're like, yeah,
Right.
Vicky would have for sure cried.
No, dude, no. It's just movies just know how to get to you, you know.
Like I can
I
only
thought it was
imagine.
a pretty like, oh my gosh, that one was so sad.
And wait, and then
Wait, which one?
I can only imagine.
Well, I don't know what that is.
Just thinking about it makes me
Sounds like a
emotional.
it is
Christian
really sad.
movie.
Yeah, but it's really sad.
I got a Bible for Christmas and I started crying. Like I was like, I can't believe this, and I was like, like straight ask Mario. Like it was bad. I was so embarrassed. Like, why am I doing this right now?
That's funny.
I have no comments. Like I am so at a loss for words right now.
I'm serious.
If you can't tell, I'm at a loss for words. I'm just not surprised.
Bro, it
Who
was
gave
just
it
so
to you?
emotional. My cousin. It was like a Christmas exchange, and I honestly, you know what I asked for? I asked for an Amazon book, and I asked for a tote bag, and I got a Bible, and it was the beautiful thing
They're
ever.
trying to say something.
Like it was most beautiful. I was like,
What are
wow.
they trying to say, Abraham?
She
Please.
needs to read the Bible more.
Maybe.
I don't think
It
that's
came
what
with
they were
It
trying to
came
say.
with
Not
a
holy
journal,
enough.
and it was really nice. It was like a little journal thing.
I don't think that's a bad thing at all, Abraham. He's being an instigator
That's so funny.
in a bad way.
I liked
No.
it.
That's a good gift. I love that for you.
Yeah. Do you guys remember our band gift exchange?
Huh?
Our band gift exchanges?
What was
That'll
the
never happen
craziest thing that you
again.
guys can remember that you got? I don't even remember.
Oh, I remember. One year, I don't remember if it was Eric or Henry that got me, and they got me underwear.
What the heck?
Not
That's weird.
not just underwear. No, that's the relationship we have. You
Nah,
guys,
that's a
shut
weird
up.
idea,
You
bro.
were
Eric and Henry, I don't know, dude.
you were all in
Okay,
on
from
it.
Eric, but like from Henry, that's kind of weird.
So it was probably Eric.
We probably put him on his head.
You guys probably don't. That's crazy. No, anyway, I'm gonna shut up. No, let me not say anything. No, but it was like a joke, and you guys were in on it. You all knew.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, you don't remember, but yeah, it was like they got me something from Aeropostale, and then also like some underwear to be funny.
I don't remember that.
It wasn't sexy underwear, you guys.
I feel like I remember
It
That's
though.
so weird.
it was just underwear. I don't know. That's just a relationship. We were kids,
I don't
bro. It's
remember
not
either.
that deep. Other than that, I don't know. I feel like I have no recollection of any other gifts. Oh, one year when Henry got me, he got me.
Dang, Henry got you a lot of gifts.
No,
He
was
would
around for a while.
he would switch. He'd be like, "Yo, you got yours? Let me get it."
No way.
No, just kidding.
I was like, what do you know that we don't know?
Yeah, for real. I'm like, why are you barely telling me this now? He got me
He
like
would though.
a gajillion of the winter candy apple body sprays. Do you remember? It's like one of the holiday
I know.
scents from Bath and Body Works.
Oh.
I don't even remember any gift exchanges. It's like the one Vicky got me like a little box with like socks and
Oh, I
KOK
remember
shirts.
you were like, no way.
And special K shirts.
KOK shirts.
I was gonna say KKK.
What
That's what I
the?
meant. KOK. I remember that year.
Where did you get the KOK shirts?
What do you mean?
I ordered that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I don't remember
Because I
these.
knew that's what he probably wanted.
That's so
Those
funny.
were cool though. Like
were.
then after that, like I felt like the designs were kind of simple, but the ones that first started off coming out, those were really nice.
Oh, I remember. Is it
Those
like
are
the
really
one
nice.
that had like the black one?
David and Goliath.
those were
like the whole
so
thing.
good.
And like the dinner table ones?
No, not I didn't get that one.
Oh, I
got
remember
the
that
one
one.
like it was like a face of like Jesus and like a lion.
I have no memory.
Till this day, I think those are still like would be very popular if they were being sold right now. They were really
Maybe.
nice.
Probably.
Really nice.
I only remember you wearing the black and white one.
Like a white one.
Let's go to his Instagram.
It's on Facebook. Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think it's on there.
Yeah, there is.
Do you still have it? Duh, bro.
I'm gonna post on there.
I was gonna be like, do you still have an Instagram? But you literally,
go
I literally
for
just
on
sent
the
you something
reels.
earlier.
What did you say? Oh, you go on it for reels only?
Since they're gonna delete TikTok, rip.
Yeah, you're dumb. You
in
send me
peace.
the dumbest things all the time.
Oh, this
The deviled
one.
eggs, bro.
Oh, that one's good.
Oh, and we're not gonna advertise this.
No, it's fine.
Why
It's
not?
okay. exist.
You guys remember this?
I do.
This is cool. Who made this?
Oh, you took it off.
I don't know.
Where is it?
Oh, it was from that one
This one,
company,
look.
JCLU or something.
Yeah. Those sweaters were cool. I don't have mine anymore.
I don't know what
No,
happened to
there's
my
another
name.
photo. Who the hell is this? Oh, never mind.
I don't know.
The fact that we did this, like, what does this mean? I don't get it.
You guys do it all the time.
Bro, that's because. Oh my god. No comment.
That's funny.
Be quiet. Let
Hey,
me.
Vicky wasn't here last week, right?
What did I
What?
miss? I wasn't here last week. What was last week?
Are you?
Oh no.
No, you have an explanation to give us.
I do.
Oh yeah, you do.
Or a
do.
back context or backstory.
I'm still trying
What
to
was
find
the
this.
what was the story about again?
I don't remember.
What did I say in the message? What did I ask?
Or if I kiss someone in the pool or something.
Oh yeah.
Something
Oh,
like that.
this is like so weird. But this is how it happened. So
I can't find it.
I'm not gonna say any names, right? Because we're like live. But I was at church and it was like a random group of people, like super random. Like you would never guess who these people were. But one of these people that were there was El Tío. Do you guys remember El Tío? Okay, and somebody asked me, do you remember when he was like dating Santa? I was like, Santa? I was like, who is he
Wait, who?
talking
That
about?
was his computer password. I just want to say.
And then
Men are
Diego
so
was there.
stupid.
Diego was there. Diego was like, Santa's my aunt. I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot that was even a thing.
Or a person.
And then and eventually, like, there was like some people that don't know El Tío's history. And so like they were telling them about El Tío's history with like dating.
That's Diego's aunt?
Yeah, it was
bro.
Hermes' sister. I didn't know that.
You guys didn't know that?
I thought he was related to. Wait. I thought they were related to Eric.
Very cool.
No, it's Hermes' sister.
Our friend Eric.
No, I think his mom was just friends with her, no? You tripping.
Whoa, I am tripping, bro. Anyway, continue, please.
Well, they were like, I was like there being a chismosa because honestly, there was no reason why I should have been there. I was just caught in the conversation because they asked me a question and I'm like listening, right? And then they're like throwing him under, not even throwing him under the bus. Like, how would you say it? Like they were just exposing his past.
That's
And then he was like, he got so ready. He was like, no, none of that happened. And then, I don't remember, honestly, I can't remember the conversation anymore. But there was a moment where he was like, he like directed to me and he was like, right, that didn't happen. I was like, well, honestly, do you remember the car incident?
Oh my god.
That's all I had. You remember? I was like, you, me, Julissa, my tia Nisa were there. Like, you remember? I was like, you remember? He got so red and he looked out.
Wait, what?
And then everyone was like, what car incident? And then I was like, oh, I've said too much. I'm leaving.
Bro, you did that?
Yes. And so in that moment, Crystal was like, bro, you know what that reminds me of? I was like, what? And she was like, when you guys told me that Abraham was making out with the girl in the pool. I
Wait,
was like,
Crystal, our cousin Crystal?
yeah, I was like, what? I was like, when did that happen? But she
How does
told
she
me,
know?
ya como conmigo, like we had walked out.
Yeah.
And she was like laughing. I'm like, Crystal, I don't remember that happening.
Yeah.
She's like, text them, they'll know. And I was like, okay. It's true. I'm texting you guys.
It's true, you guys.
And honestly, I don't hear.
It happened and it was disgusting.
Yeah, and he's like, I can
For
never,
you, man.
she's like, I can never get that image out of my head. I was
That's
like, but you weren't
insane.
even there,
Wait.
Crystal.
But just the fact that you guys made it known to her how I think the way that we expressed how it happened made it so visual for her. Like it scarred her just to know that happened.
And so that's how it happened, because I thought the context of where that came from was so random, and it was so funny because
That is random.
I was like, you know what? I spoke too much, and this is my time to leave. Like, I gotta go.
But it was a little red box. Let's just say that. I'll never forget.
Nah. They had to tell me.
knew exactly what we were talking about.
Yeah. Bro.
I'm lost.
Bro, we were so bad with him.
We were.
He honestly, like, kudos to him because he allowed me and Vicky to get away with so much.
Dude, no, he's so tiny. Like, oh my God, no.
Yeah, he is tiny.
Crazy. Yeah, so that was the context of how that came up.
I didn't even know she knew.
But he be texting me sometimes photos of me when I was younger. And I'm like, sir, stop it.
He's so. I honestly didn't think he was gonna remember when I just said the car incident. Honestly, I did not think so. That's why I was kind of like, he won't know what I'm talking about. But he got red. Mario got so upset with me.
That sounds like something
He
you
was like, you don't do that. I'm like, well, now that you say it that way, like now I feel guilty.
No, it's okay. Can I elaborate on a story that happened with El Tío too not long ago?
Yeah.
That, I don't know. I feel like just you don't do it with malice.
Yeah.
And this story is about something Randy said that wasn't with malice, but also very inappropriate. Do you remember? Bro, when we were at church and we were talking about hot dogs, Randy's like, I got hot dogs como lo que le gusta. Dude, my tia got so mad.
Really? Which
Mi tia Sylvia got so mad.
I just remember I couldn't stop laughing
because she felt that it was so disrespectful for Randy to say, and it was a little disrespectful to say to someone you don't know, but at the same time, like, it's also Randy. So I feel like
you expect it, you know?
yeah, coming from Randy, like, it makes a little bit of sense. But I remember I was just like, oh my God.
We were in the kitchen, right?
Yeah, I thought
remember
it was so funny because that's just Randy. It was just the wrong person. And my tia overheard and made it a big deal. And I was like, babe, you have to go apologize to mi tia and to El Tío. And I will say that I regret.
That's so funny.
I regret having him like apologize because he didn't mean it that way.
Yeah.
And
it was just a joke.
Yeah, and let me just say that I'll never have Randy apologize for anything that he says again because
That's funny.
he was just being himself, bruh.
That's so funny. I feel like a lot of people
He was also at church.
like see El Tío and say things to him. Like I've like walked past when people are saying things and I'm like,
He's bullyable, bro.
yes, that's why. Like people are just so bogus. I'm like, oh, he's so tiny. No, but you know what?
bogus.
Mario was telling me like his testimony, like El Tío's testimony the other day, because he's doing some work for us. So Mario asked him about it. And I
Yeah.
was like, that's really good. Like I've never even asked him. Bro.
When he almost died?
Yeah. That thing is just the details that he was sharing. I was getting like, oh, like that's crazy. Only God could have like
Saved him
helped you from that.
Yeah.
You know, it was insane. He's so tiny. I can't get over that.
Vicky concludes every sentence about him with he's so little.
He is.
He's so tiny. He is. He's really little. He's shorter than you, right?
He's tiny.
Ain't no
That's
way.
crazy.
He's tiny.
Wait, who's shorter, him or Jorge Cotuc?
I'm gonna have to put them together.
Please
I'm
do.
gonna have to. I'm be like, please get together, and I'll be like,
Bruh.
I need to
they're gonna be so confused. They're so funny, dude. There's just some people that have like interesting personalities, and it's like all you can do is just like hee hee, like giggle.
That's
you know?
true. That's true. You can't do anything else. At least they can hold a conversation because you can't have a personality like that and then not
Right.
say much.
Then they would be weird.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
guys.
that's the context.
Oh yeah. So that's your story. That's true. That's what we were talking about on the last episode that Vicky didn't elaborate on.
Oh,
That's
you guys were
funny.
talking about it?
It's because you
Yeah.
were supposed to come and you kept telling us, no, I'll tell you in person.
Oh.
And we were like, well, Abraham was the one who remembered que no estabas aquí para contarnos.
Yeah. No, but I had to tell you guys, it was so funny. I couldn't stop laughing. I just like, there's just maybe some memories that I block in my mind just because I'm like, I don't want to see that right now. Like, it's like a video playing through my brain.
Oh my gosh.
Like when I was on the phone at at the park and it was dark out and I was sent to the swings and then I look over and I'm like, whoa.
The amount of times that you have to see Abraham's tongue,
What
fat
the-
tongue out, by the way, is crazy. That's the one thing that I feel like I remember from that pool kissing, which he says that he wasn't making up. But why do I remember the size of your tongue?
Dude, what? There was no tongue, bro. No tongue.
And it's chunky.
It
Yeah, it's the
He
truth.
didn't make out. He French kissed.
That's so insane.
was not a
That's
French.
crazy. That's how you know we're like close friends, though. We get to see parts of us.
I actually wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that because I want you guys to know that Vicky hid a boyfriend from me, and I found out when I logged into her email.
Well, there you go. You've seen parts of me.
That's true. But
When I think about that,
I'm
I'm like, dang, like what the heck?
no. When I think about that, I'm just like, damn, bruh. Like, was I really that like crazy and controlling that my cousin couldn't even tell me who she was dating? Because it literally said, okay, but don't tell Julissa.
That's crazy.
I believe you. You know what? As a kid, I remember I was not assertive. Like I just could not say no, and you were there to say no to me about things.
No,
Which helped, which was good, you know.
No, but look, don't defend me because let me tell you something. You know that it's valid what you did with like hiding your boyfriend from me because I found out by logging into your email. That's the kind of person that I was, bro.
No, you needed
Why was I doing that?
He was a creeper.
Yes, you want to
Here's
know?
He was a creeper. That boyfriend.
Can we say his name? He's not gonna listen to
No.
it. Okay.
We still follow each other on social media.
That's crazy. I'll show you. Hold on.
I don't know who the heck that is.
Well, let me just tell you.
Oh, I think I have. I'll show you guys.
When we were younger and she was talking to this kid, I remember finding out through email, and I don't know if I ever told you in person. The point is, do you want to know what my first thought was, Vicky?
What?
I was like, ew.
Yes, Papa is that guy.
He's a dad?
Yeah, dude.
Why'd you say it like that?
Bro, just because I feel like, actually, I don't know.
He looks like Habibi.
Wait, let me look at, I'm trying to look at something so that I can prove my point real quick. Hold on.
Well, this was like when you were younger, no?
No.
Oh.
Wait, am I crazy?
Wait, that look like.
No,
Nah,
you
never
know
mind.
why? You know why he was creepy was because how it happened was like just weird. It was weird.
Wait, I don't remember. What the heck? Bro, okay. So this dude had big lips in my eyes.
No, yeah.
During a time when big lips were not a thing, where they weren't
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So I guess you can't really tell in this picture. I'm trying to find some evidence.
Yeah.
And no, Eric, if you're listening to this, I can't show because Eric says that every time we're looking at something on our phone, he wants us to show the camera. But you know exactly
He
who we're
probably knows
talking
who it
about.
is.
I remember being like, she kisses that.
Ew.
Like I was like, ugh, his lips are so big. Like I can't imagine my cousin kissing those big ass lips.
Dude, you're funny.
That was my first thought. And I thought
You're
it was
funny.
disgusting.
No, you know what? Now that I think about it, like it was a creepy experience because he was very he was just very like inappropriate. Like I remember, like he would be before he dated me, he used to date. What was her name? Ale?
I know who you're talking about. Wait, Laura's
cousin. And I remember that while
Alejandra.
dating her, like we would all be on the same bus and we would be waiting to get off. And I would feel so uncomfortable because he'd come up behind you and whisper in your ear. Like I don't even want to say it.
Did you hear?
Yes, dude. Yes. And I would feel so uncomfortable. So uncomfortable.
Bro, do you want to know what was uncomfortable for me now that we're talking about that?
Yes.
Wait, what grade was that in?
That we were in middle school.
Okay,
We were in
so-
middle school.
During that time in our lives, do you want to know what was uncomfortable for me? Bro, every day at lunch. I don't know if you remember at Trapper, we would all have lunch. And
Yeah.
then after lunch, we would all be released at the same time. So in the hallway
Yeah.
to leave the lunchroom, you're all crowded like little sardines. Right? Do you remember
Yes,
that?
yes, yes,
Bro,
yes.
why is it that I had like a million people touching my butt every day?
Damn.
Every day, bro. And I don't mean like smacking. I mean people were.
What the heck?
It is funny. It is
So
funny.
uncomfortable.
It is funny. And as a little girl, since it was people my age, it was still not appropriate, by the way. But because of how I am, I feel like they weren't taking they were taking advantage. But if I would have known who it was, I would have been like, and like fun, right? But bro, they would. Every time I would turn around, we were crowded like sardines, and everyone would have run away by that point. So I don't even know who the heck it was, porque metían su mano dentro del crowd y me agarraban la nalga, dude.
Bro, what the? That's crazy.
Bro, what is wrong with sixth? We were in sixth,
Sixth
seventh grade.
So, and then there were these like really nice kids, right? Who would never do that, but they were part of the friend group that would.
Yeah.
And you would always see them like in the back. Do you remember Jorge?
No.
Okay, well, like Daniel Fernandez.
I remember.
You remember Daniel,
yeah.
right? Okay, so you know how Daniel, he's kind of weird, but he seems like a respectful person. Like he would never do anything weird.
Oh, no.
So Jorge was like him, and if I showed you a picture of Jorge, I don't remember his last name though.
Yeah.
You'd remember him.
Okay.
They were all friends with like the same guys. Unos eran atrevidos, otros no eran atrevidos. So just imagine Daniel Fernandez encouraging people to do this, but he would never do it himself. So I would turn around and make eye contact with like Daniel Fernandez, and he'd be like, just like grinning because his friend group just like accomplished something so funny or like a little dare, but but they got that satisfaction, and I was always like, bro, what the hell?
Heck no.
So yeah, no one was whispering in bro, I swear the things that happened to me, bro. I never told my ex this because he would have killed somebody.
Dang.
When I was in high school, bro, the things that freaking happened. When I was in high school, there was this kid, and I still remember who it is. It was literally my senior year, and we were lining up to take a picture. It was my government class, and we were all super close because I was in the class with a lot of the football players, and you know that I was in HOSA, so I didn't really have classes with everyone. So this was like one of the classes that I had with everybody else, and physics. So I knew some guys from like physics, my math class, and what did I say this class was? Government. Like the elective classes were the only classes that I had with the rest of the school. Everything else was with like this little academy that I was in. So this government class, it was a really good group of people. It was so fun. And I remember, bro, one time we were taking a group picture, and then next thing you know, I felt someone kissing my neck.
What the heck?
What? Who kissed your neck, bro? What the heck? It's so funny just thinking about it. I promise you guys. I promise you this sounds so inappropriate, and if someone were doing this to your child, you would be so mad. But I know that they meant no wrong. But like, why the hell did you do that, bro? I'm gonna show you, bro. And we don't talk anymore. And then a couple years after high school, he tried hitting me up to like actually like try to start a relationship with me.
No.
I wasn't interested. I had a boyfriend. Do you remember him? Yes, I remember. What the heck? You don't know him.
I remember him.
And
that's crazy.
But I was just like, bro, what are you doing? Oh, it was just so weird. I swear the things that people would do to me. And yeah, I had a whole boyfriend, and these people did not care. No. They just don't care.
Boys are something else. Honestly, I have like some teenage clients who are like in high school. Y las cosas que me dicen, like I told one of my clients today. Was it today? Yeah, it was today. I was like, honestly, you scare me to have like, you're making me be scared about having kids and sending them off to public high schools. And she's like, oh, they'll be fine. And I was like, no, it's true. Like, there are some things that I'm finding out that my clients will talk to me about. And I'm just like, that's what every teenager goes through. Like, no, I don't know how, I don't know. Like, I don't even know how I'm going to talk to them about it. It's so crazy. It's so crazy, dude.
Well, do you remember
so crazy.
When we were younger, it was when it apenas se empezaba a normalizar gay couples. So I remember it was once we got to West, it was more like prominent. Actually, I don't know how it was at Oswego High School, but for people to just be making out in the hallway.
Yeah.
And then I remember like just one year it started becoming normal to see two girls making out in the hallway, and you'd always be walking and be like, all right, that's weird. And then walk past it, and now all of that is normal.
You know the image that I will never get out of my head? Do you guys remember Kevin?
What? Your friend Kevin?
My friend Kevin, the one from like kindergarten?
Kevin, we love you, Kevin. Not you.
You guys remember?
I don't know,
Yeah.
no Kevin.
The one that played the drums, bruh.
Oh, him?
I remember that honestly, we were always just friends. But I remember Mrs. Tam and telling us how she had seen him like with his girlfriend. It was like sucking on his neck. And cuando me lo dijo, I was like, well, why are you telling me? Like, eso no me importaba, you know? Because I was like, he's just my friend. Pero I witnessed it, like walking through the hallways, because I had a class with him. And walking through the hallways, and his girlfriend was like making out, but sucking on his neck, like mid like hallway. You know the ones with the windows, like it's
I
like
know
the
exactly
bridge?
what hallway you're talking about. I guess that was a
yes.
makeout hallway because that's where I would see girls kissing all the time.
Yes, I don't remember seeing girls kissing, but I remember seeing that, and I was like, that is really disturbing. Like I just could never see him the same. I was like, no,
hell
that's
no,
crazy.
That's your friend though, bro.
No, like let me tell you guys. I guess he's not my friend
though.
because remember Nathan? I've always been following him since like they've been around. Like me and Nathan, I say happy birthday. He says happy birthday, and then you know how you get like suggested followers on Instagram?
Yeah.
Kevin was on there, and I'm like, oh, Kevin, and I follow.
That's crazy,
bro.
That's insane for her to do. That's
and
your fault.
I thought I was like, oh, like I haven't talked to him in a long time, and I followed him, instantly blocked.
I could have told you that.
I was like, how? What the heck?
Vicky.
I was just.
Don't you break his heart or something?
Vicky is
We
out of
never
touch
had
with
anything.
reality.
No, we never had anything.
No, that's not what I'm saying because you guys had something. I just
Never.
feel like he has like real beef with us. Like me included. I feel like he would not accept my request either, but I also would never send it. I'm probably blocked as we speak.
Because I've had like open conversations with Nathan, I thought that everything was okay. And this happened like
7
last
years
year.
ago. Oh. You're talking about the last time you talked to him?
the last
Nathan?
the last time that I've like followed, or not last time, but the one time that I followed and like then got blocked. So I don't know.
Bro, I could not with that kid, okay, you guys? I am all here for someone who loves Jesus, but if you're sitting there trying to read the Bible instead of playing basketball with us...
Oh, I remember that.
You don't remember he would do that? Eric is going to know exactly what I'm talking about.
I remember that.
He would be the type of person, I mean, after the first service, it was when we still had a second service, and we would either get to church early or we just wouldn't leave, and we would play outside, whatever.
No, but you know what? I'm not trying to defend him, even if you've blocked me, man. Like, I get it. Like, there's no friendship here. I'm not trying to defend him. But he was going, like, this is like, what are you going to say?
I'm like ready to rebuttal.
No,
let me listen.
He was like going through a lot with his family, and from my understanding, like with what Nathan would tell me, like he did like a 360 change, like when he started going to church with us. So for him to read the Bible, I don't think he was doing it because he was trying to be religious. I just really do think because he was like, he had this like, his actions were questionable after that, right? But he went to CGC with us.
I know.
And when he came back, like, no, even before that, like, the only reason why he went was because his parents were like, he's so different. And, like, all these things, like, his mom was, like, going through some stuff. And then, like, he was praying for his mom. And then when we came back from CGC, maybe it only lasted for, like, that summer. And then he went downhill. And his parents confronted him about it. And his parents were like, what the heck? Like, who are you? Yeah, you're not, you had this change and now like you're doing this. So I don't know. I really do think that God did something with him. I don't know what, but he like went downhill and like his parents were like so upset about everything. Like, I'm just saying, like, I really do
think
that
Did you get a second ring?
No.
Oh, no, it's because you couldn't see it.
Yeah, I just really do think that something did happen. They saw the change. They witnessed the power of God. And then he just strayed away because, he went back to that one girl.
Vicky didn't let me talk crap.
No, I'm just saying, like, I remember that.
kid.
I do remember that, and I thought it was weird. But as I started hanging out with them more, like, I was with them every day. Like, literally every day. I was with them every day.
This is why I tell you, your friends are interesting. Because I could never have a sit-down conversation with somebody like Kevin.
No, but it wasn't serious conversations. Like, we hung out as friends. Like, the ones who had a thing were Topacio and Nathan. Like, they were, don't you remember?
I do.
But they didn't let them date. I remember Topacio, obviously we weren't allowed to date, but they were. And I remember that his parents didn't want Nathan to date Topacio because she was older. Like a year older.
That. I remember that.
Yeah, and his parents were very like traditional in a lot of things. Very
I remember
traditional.
that.
And so
Remember the time we went to their house
Nathan-
and they prayed for like 30 minutes before we could freaking eat?
Yes, and I remember they took out baby pictures of me. I was like, I remember being close to you guys, but not that close.
Yeah. Well,
So that's
what I was gonna say is that he would sit down and read the Bible instead of playing with us.
Yeah, and no, I said we were like some wild kids too.
Oh, yeah. We were not that wild at that point anymore.
We
We
were
were
normal
we were
kids.
grown.
We
Yeah,
were. I do remember.
Sí, éramos traviesos, but yeah, we were teenagers.
But no, this was some weird things. It was crazy because I remember when I first ran into him. Do you guys want to know how it happened?
I do.
I think I
Yeah.
told you.
Maybe.
Well, I was in my high school anatomy class.
I remember now exactly what you're talking about. Yes, tell the story.
I was in my high school anatomy class, and dang, this is so crazy, dude. I was in my high school anatomy class.
We got that part. Move on, please.
And we would sit in tables. I think we would use the same classroom.
Yes,
it was like tables, and then 4 people would sit per table.
Yeah.
And I was friends with these 2 girls that were at the table, and there was an empty chair. And he started like really late. Like maybe the anatomy class was a full year. He started like second semester of that year in our class. And he sat there, and I was like, why does that guy look awfully familiar? Like super familiar. His name didn't ring a bell, and his last name didn't ring a bell. And I was like, he looks oddly familiar, super familiar. And so I go home, and I start looking through pictures. I'm like, I know this person from somewhere. And I find a picture where it's both of us in our kindergarten graduation together. And I was like, I found him. This is the guy.
It's crazy.
I take that picture to school, and I'm like, this is you, and that's me. Do you remember me? He's like, I don't remember. I mean, remember you? And I was like, well, I was looking at you, and I was like, I think I know you, but I just didn't know from where. That was it, right? That was it. It was the weekend. The next week when we come back to school, he comes in. He's like, I don't want to be weird, but I had a dream about you. And I was like, what dream did you have about me? Did I tell you about that dream?
I don't remember. But what is wrong with these guys?
And he was like, yeah, so you're just gonna think I'm really weird because you don't know me. I'm like, no, it's okay. You can tell me. Like, it was in that time when we were like, I was like so activated with dreams. I'm like, no, God speaks through dreams. Just tell me, right? And then he tells me the dream, and I'm like, oh, I don't know about that dream. What was it? He had a dream that we were at this like conference filled with doctors, and it was like a holiday party, and we were like going out to dinner. But he says that I was at the hostess like table where like I was asking for a table. And then I go back to him, and he's sitting with a baby, like a white baby boy on his lap. And he was like, and you were my wife. Bro, I kid you not. And I was like, that's very interesting.
Okay, that did not happen.
What the kids call
Vicky
Riz.
is very much not married and not with child.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. No, I swear. I thought I told you that. I told you that.
I feel like maybe you did, but I don't remember that.
And I was so freaked out. I was like, nah, that's a weird dream. He's like, yeah, no, I know you don't know me like that, but I would want to share it to you. I was like, okay. And then after that, like, we walk out, and he's like walking with his girlfriend, and I'm like, okay.
That's funny. Plot twist.
Oh my God. No, the plot twist is the fact that Vicky kept a friendship with him and started bringing him to church with us. She was really trying to activate that dream, bro.
No,
Dude,
that's
bro.
not what happened. I don't remember.
Try to
No, that's
replace
not what
me.
happened. The reason why he started going to church.
Dale.
Replace you?
Yeah, took my drummer role.
I'm sorry.
Bro,
It was
Abraham,
Vicky's fault. I didn't know.
everyone takes your
the
drum.
Just
reason,
change things.
guys, the reason why he started going to church was because he reconnected with my parents, and I reconnected with his parents.
How?
I don't remember. I think I told my parents about it, and he told his parents, and they didn't want it to meet. And then they were like, oh my God, we haven't seen you guys in such a long time. And that's how it happened, that they were like, what church are you guys going to? Because they were I think they still are at Calvary. And they just wanted to start coming with us because Nathan had a crush on Topacio. And Topacio had a crush on Nathan.
And Kevin had a crush on Vicky.
No.
Well, he had a girlfriend. But
Oh my God. You know what? I don't want to talk about this anymore. It's bringing back bad memories.
yeah, tell me about it,
I'm
bro.
just going to tell you right now, if you're watching this, I'm still very booty hurt.
Ow.
Very booty hurt from the time that I tried calling you to come and save me at the mall, and you didn't come. I'm just going to leave it at that.
If we're gonna talk about times where we got in trouble or we were in trouble at the mall, let's talk about the time that you were at the mall secretly. I don't even remember who, and I covered for you. And my grandma was so mad at me. She was so mad at me. So Vicky was at the mall. I think it was with Eric when you guys were not supposed to be hanging out anymore. It was like after the toxicity of it all. I don't know if Eric remembers this, but you were at the mall, and I knew. And I think it was I'm pretty sure this is correct. It was during the time that I was dating Javi, and you and Eric were like very rocky, but you guys were maybe trying to talk again, maybe not. Eric wasn't even at our school. He was at East. You were at West. I think that was the time, if I'm not mistaken. And you guys were at the mall, and I knew it. And my grandma called me, and she was like, "En dónde está Victoria?" And I was like, "I don't know." I was like, I haven't talked to her because I lied to her for you. And she caught me, bro, and she was so mad at me. This was the only time that my grandma was mad at me that I actually cared about. Every other time she was mad, I did not care. But this one, I felt it in my soul because she was like, "You are the only grandchild that has never lied to me." She's like, "You always are just like straight up front. You're very brutally honest. And you lied for Vicky." I was like, I don't remember that. Bro, she was so disappointed, bro. She was like, "You were way too blunt, and you decided to lie for this."
So
and you're like, Vicky would never lie for you. And I was like, all right.
Dude, I don't remember that.
That's funny.
That's crazy.
But that just reminded me because of I don't know what you said that just triggered that thought. I think it was the fact that you said the mall.
Yeah.
So clearly the mall was a place that Vicky likes to go to, but with people.
I don't remember.
La people.
I remember what mall incidents you're talking about.
You know which one I'm talking about?
I do.
I was in such a comfortable situation because I thought we were there as friends. Yeah, uncomfortable because I thought we were friends.
Why didn't you call me?
I don't know. I think because Eric had a car and you didn't.
That's probably true.
And I was trying to like get rescued.
Who did you go to the mall with that time?
Him. Because it was for a New Year's service. He was trying to find New Year's clothes.
I remember.
And like, he asked me, he's like, "Do you want to come with me and help me?" I was like, "Yeah." Like,
He set her up,
I have experience with New Year's clothes. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And it was before we were going to go to a Casa de Paz. It was like Karina's Casa de Paz. And so I told my parents, I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to go with him. And then he'll like probably drop me off over there."
Yeah.
And he put me in a very, very uncomfortable situation, and I just wanted to get out of there. I was like, so mad, like, "Take me home." And then Eric wasn't answering the phone, and I wasn't gonna call my parents and tell them what happened. I was like, "Bro." And so when we got in the car, he tried to explain his love to me, and I was like, "Get me home."
That's like the worst possible time.
Yes, I was so
Are you
upset.
gonna tell the story? Because you don't have to. Well, yeah, I think you should so that in case Abraham doesn't know, so he understands why you wanted to get home so badly and why it's so incredibly inappropriate for Kevin to be expressing his love to you at that moment.
Yeah.
After everything that happened. Go ahead. Tell him what
You
happened.
want to know the story?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So I was set up.
Yeah, she was.
We were gonna go get New Year's clothes, or we were gonna need something. I think it was with New Year's, and I was like, "Yeah, I have." I already told you guys it was gonna be before una Casa de Paz, and then we get there and we're hungry. So I was like, "Well, we'll get some food," and we went to go get like they had like chili cheesesteaks or something like that. They had something.
A cheesesteak.
Yeah.
Cheesesteak. Ooh, that place is still there.
And
it's so good.
I haven't even gone in a long time.
Me either, but it's still there.
And we went to go eat food. And after eating food, we were going to head out. We were going to be like, "Let's go." Like,
Did you guys find the clothes?
I think so. Honestly, I don't even know. If I think correctly, I think we were going to eat first and then we were going to search for the clothes. So it ruined the whole thing. And we sit down and I'm eating like nothing, like, "Oh my God," like planning, like, "This is going to be great." All these things.
I hate this for you so much. I just spit. Okay.
Out of nowhere,
bro.
We're sitting at a table, like I'm minding my own business. I see that something about him changes, just like he goes white, like a ghost. And I was like, and then his girlfriends, at that point it was ex-girlfriend because I didn't even know they were broken up. His ex-girlfriend's mom comes to the table and starts cussing me out.
What?
Starts cussing me out.
A grown woman, you guys.
Yes.
Mind you,
Calling me a
Vicky
whore.
was like 16 or 17. We were still in high school.
Calling me a whore, saying all these things, and I'm like, "Who is this lady?" And then starts going off on Kevin, saying, "You left my daughter for that?" And I was like, I'm like looking at Kevin like, "What what is going on?
Insert picture of daughter here. So that it's very obvious why he left her daughter.
No,
That's
stop.
messed up.
No, dude, me pasó cada cosa.
I don't know,
Oh
I got
my
beef
God.
with her.
And then that she leaves. And I look at him and I was about to be like, what is going on? But in that moment, her daughter comes and is like bawling and like, I can't believe you did this to me. You broke up with me and like you cheated on me. And I was like, you cheated on her? All of these things.
Becky's like, who did you cheat on? Becky starts crying with her.
But then in that moment, I realized that I had something to do with
That
it.
you were the cheater?
Apparently,
Cheaty.
I had something to do with it, and I was like, go talk over there. I don't remember if I told him to leave and go talk to her. Oh no, she left off running crying, and I was like, go talk to her. I think I was like pushing him, and when he left, that's when I started calling Eric. I was like, because I think the reason I was calling Eric is because he knew I was gonna go, and I think we were like texting about it. And then I think I don't know what happened. He wasn't answering. I start panicking and I'm left there with my food at the food court. Like, what am I going to do? I can't tell my parents this. My parents are going to think wrong. Like this, I don't have anything with Kevin. Like, I didn't know what to do. Nobody answers. Kevin comes back and I'm like, I want to go home. Take me home. He's like, no, let me explain. I want to go home. And I get up and I start walking. And I was like, if you're not going to take me home, I'm going to figure it out. And so then we're like walking. I'm extremely mad because I realized what happened. And then we get in the car and I'm like, take me home. And then he's like trying to confess to love in the car and like explain why he broke up with her. I'm like, I don't want to hear it. I was like, this has nothing to do with me. Like, what the heck? And then I don't remember what happened. I think he took me home.
And then he was trying to confess his love to you after all of that.
Yes, dude. Yes. And not even that. It started a huge problem. I don't know if you remember that people started adding me on Snapchat.
Yeah.
And saying things to me, like friends de esa muchacha saying things to me, saying that I had taken her man. I did all of this. I'm like, me and Kevin are just friends.
Wait,
What
was this mall incident pre or post CGC?
That's a really good question. I think it might have been pre-CGC.
Yeah, because people were still harassing you once we went to CGC.
Yes, they were harassing me.
So this was the new year, and then he was still around because CGC was in June of 2014.
Was it 20? I thought it was 2015.
The year that you went. Oh,
we
you're right. You're right.
graduated that year, remember?
So we weren't in high school anymore?
No, the year that we went to CGC, we had graduated from high school.
Oh, okay, so it was 2016. No, 2015. 2015.
Yeah, it was that summer. It was a summer, no?
Oh, yeah.
Was it the winter?
No, you're right.
It wasn't the winter, no?
I don't remember.
CGC is not in the winter. It's in the
Yeah, it
summer.
is.
No, it's not.
Bruh.
Maybe it all happened around
The
that
first
time.
time we went, it was literally December here.
It is. He's right, because I remember I always had to give a note to school telling them that I was going to be gone for a week.
Yeah, but not that year anymore.
Or maybe.
After that
know.
first year, it wasn't anymore.
But
That shit right.
to end it there, I was being harassed. People were telling me that I took this man, all these things. And honestly, I was like, I didn't even know like he had broken up with his girlfriend.
I remember
Like it wasn't even like that.
I remember Vicky got like a Snapchat message from this like weird number and
But like,
finally
how did
showed
they
me.
find you?
Vicky?
Like through like school? Like it was school people, I'm assuming.
They were school people.
That were harassing
and then
her.
that person stole my mom's client.
Who?
Yes.
She has always been your mom's client?
The one that texted me.
Who texted you?
You remember it was una hermana de one of the
Yes.
girls that you were really nice to. La hermana, the one
Yep.
is the one that texted me, not her friend.
The shorter one.
The
That
shorter
one.
one. She's my mom's client, and it was
Yep.
so awkward because I think a couple years ago,
I remember,
I walked
sorry.
into the salon, and I still follow her on Instagram too. I walked into the salon, and my mom was like, ve lavar el cabello. And I'm like, okay. And I go over there, I'm like, dang. But it was like, I don't know.
Did you wash her hair?
Yeah, I did. I acted like nothing happened.
Did you make small talk with her?
Yeah, like it was a whole conversation. Like she acted like nothing happened. I acted like nothing happened. I'm like, okay, well, it's cool. I'm married now. She's like doing her life. Like I think that this is all past us, you know? But I really wanted to bring it up and be like, you do know that I never did anything in that relationship, right?
You should have.
But I didn't. I
I
didn't
guess you're
wanna
right.
bring
It
up.
doesn't really matter, but
Yeah, dude.
bruh.
High school drama.
So that's why I'm still butthurt.
Crazy. Because he did that?
No, because Eric never answered my call.
Oh yeah, well, this all started because freaking Eric didn't save you. But I want to just say that there were a lot of things that happened in Vicky's life that I didn't find out until after the fact because I would have hit somebody.
I think if I ever kept something from you, it was because I knew that you were gonna stop me.
No.
Abraham, tell us some crazy stories that you've experienced in high school.
Damn, what to get him?
I want to know what happened between you and Melissa.
Tell us. I want to know too.
Because let me tell you something.
Ooh,
This was
I haven't
actually
heard that name in a long
when
time.
What did he say?
I haven't heard that name in a long time. So I remember this being wildly inappropriate. I think we were in like 8th grade and you were already a freshman. And Abraham's mom used to work at nights. And Melissa would come over when Abraham's
Melissa?
mom was at work.
No, that was not Melissa.
Oh, it was Desiree?
That was Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Melissa was
Who's
the girl
Vanessa?
I kissed.
Melissa was the girl you kissed. Oh, yeah. Melissa's the girl that you cheated on me with.
Dude did not cheat, bro.
Yes, he did.
So,
Yes, he
me
did,
and
you
Jesse
guys.
used to like write little notes to each other.
Me and you?
Yeah, remember?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So,
Do you
like,
have any?
Not them all.
Dang,
Like,
I
What did
All
you guys
right.
write to each other? Oh, I love you.
no, it's just like
did we?
one of us didn't have a phone, so like that's how we would communicate.
Oh,
Me.
okay.
I didn't have a phone till I
Yeah.
was like the oldest, you guys. It sucks.
So like we would like write like weekly notes to each other, and like we would like update each other what we're doing, whatever. So we're
Good times.
sure. Anyway,
we're still here, aren't we? Anyway,
That's
continue.
funny. So I don't know. So Melissa's just in my class, you know, and like she was like, cause you know in like high school you start like you have different class, but I had her like in almost every class. So like obviously we became friends.
Mm-hmm.
So this was me like just
He was looking too much.
I was not looking. She liked me first.
Oh, okay.
And anyway,
Thanks for
like,
the clarification.
basically, like I would always like talk to her, like talk about Melissa to Julissa, right? Like I was like, oh,
Julissa.
Melissa this, Melissa that. And I remember one time we were at a soccer game, and like with our friends, you know, and someone was like, bro, you guys should kiss. And then we just kissed.
So you were peer pressure.
Yeah.
But he also wanted to because
I mean,
look, let me tell you why you wanted to, because there were 2 guys in my life who tried to take my first kiss and I didn't let it happen because that was disgusting. And so you wanted to kiss her. I would never kiss anyone that I didn't want to kiss. I'm just saying. If I kissed you, trust me, it's because I wanted to. And if I didn't, it's because you probably looked like you smelled bad.
That's funny.
You had sweat in your mustache.
Ew. No, honestly, please. The guy we were talking about the other day, that you ran into him.
Which one?
At
I
the
ran into 2
school.
people. The one with the little brother? The one with the little brother?
No, not him. The other one.
I forgot that I ran into them, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You see, this is why I need to tell you things right away.
Right. She ran into somebody who tried to steal my first kiss. Disgusting.
That was very disturbing.
Who was your first kiss then, Jessa?
My
Enlighten us.
real boyfriend,
Who?
Cesar.
Dang, you were old then.
That's
Yeah, I
crazy.
was old. I was 15.
That's
How about
crazy.
you, Vicky?
I was in 7th grade when it happened because of you two. I don't know. It was because of you two. I didn't know what was going on.
And it happened at church.
Oh, I remember now. That's funny.
It's okay. You
Yeah.
sealed your holiness for doing it at church. Mine was at a movie theater.
That's funny.
Why do you think I never watch movies anymore?
You're funny.
That's funny.
No, it's funny. What were we talking about? Okay,
What
Melissa.
was no? What about? She was just a friend, right?
That you
And I kissed
kissed.
her in her
A friend that
cheek.
you kissed
It's like
on
a little
the cheek.
peck, like there.
I was so
I was
hurt.
que te lo crea tu mami.
For real, man.
We know it was a.
I didn't like. I mean, she was pretty, but she was bi,
Oh,
and she was like always like talking about girls.
was Stephanie your first makeout?
No, bro.
Vicky, I'm telling you,
was his
you don't
first
remember his rice test, his rice purity test. There's something we don't know about him, bro.
Dude.
His what?
The rice purity
She's
test.
like,
what
what are
is
you
wrong
talking
with
about?
you?
She was like, what rice?
She's stressing me
brown
out.
rice?
Thinking about his tooth.
No, so was I when you said rice.
That's how
I
I was
heard rice too. I was
confused.
like, what? What is
No,
going
the
on?
rice purity test where
Oh, yes.
we found out that he is way not.
He's been a little
Went on the
busy.
naughty list.
He's on the super naughty list. And the only way you can make it on that list is if you are very sexually active, is what I'm saying.
Said who? There's like a lot of drug stuff in there.
I know you didn't do drugs, Abraham, please.
Been arrested a couple times.
Yeah.
Who was it, Abraham?
Who was your first makeout?
That's not what I was asking.
I don't remember. Like makeout?
That's not what I was asking.
What was that? That was like in 10th grade, I think. I don't remember. It's probably some like random little girl in like middle school or something.
Oh.
Middle school.
Probably Mercedes, actually.
I forgot there was a Mercedes.
I didn't.
Like
It's that you went through the trauma of it.
No, because,
no,
because he told Mercedes, he told Julie about Mercedes.
Oh,
Not
I did.
me.
I think that was the first person I told.
Yeah, because you were trying to be cool.
that's crazy.
Wait,
Who
so
was yours?
Maybe.
you said it was a lie. I don't know. My what?
Your first makeout? You're like, I don't know.
Oh, no, it was Cesar. That was my first kiss and my first
Really?
makeout. Yeah. Oh,
Dude,
damn.
you're still being vieja.
Bro, you guys swear.
That's okay.
Everyone always
That's
swore
okay.
that I was a little hoe. Just because I looked like one doesn't mean I was one.
No,
That's
it's it wasn't that you look like one. It's just I feel like tú te desarrollaste a
That's what I'm
lot
saying.
earlier than we did.
That's what I'm saying. I looked like I was grown.
I looked like a fifth grader, while Julissa looked like a probably freshman in high school.
No, it's true, but that's not my fault. And people swear, bro. And they swear that I would kiss them back.
That's
I was
weird,
just
though.
a child. No, the first time somebody tried to kiss me, I think it was like one in 8th grade, and it was by a guy that used to go to church. His name was Eric.
But you used to be like
I remember
too
that one.
friendly, you know?
I feel like I still am, but I'm married now, so people
it's
don't
different
take
now.
it
But
far.
like as a kid, like you're like, dude, should I kiss her? You know, like you were way too friendly. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that's true.
And like you would like not lead people on, but like they would think like, oh, I think she's into me. You know?
And
Oh.
truth
That's
be
what they
told,
would try.
fine.
Is
Truth
that
be
a
told,
Virgo thing?
Who's a
Because
Virgo?
Mario's like too nice and people take it the wrong way.
for sure,
Like girls?
Yeah.
for sure. I
Yeah.
think it is.
All the time.
Maybe.
It's always been
But
like
I think
that.
it's different with the guy though. You know? You don't think so?
But no, I think you're right. It is a little different, but at the same time, Mario was like on my level of friendliness, where a lot of people, like he drew in a lot of people because of it too.
But he had no interest, like just like you.
Yeah, he
You were
had no
just too
interest.
friendly.
No, I mean, Mario still claims that his first kiss was in kindergarten because a girl stole it from him.
That's crazy.
And I do believe it because he seems very genuine. He's like, babe, they grabbed me like this.
That's great.
Kindergarten though.
Oh my God! No!
I think my first crush was like in kindergarten.
Really?
I want to kiss her though.
That's cute. When was your first crush? That's a good one.
Who was your first crush?
Oh, mine was in preschool.
Tell me her
His name
name.
was Felipe.
Mine was Stephanie.
Stephanie?
That was her name.
And yours?
5th grade. It was
Damn,
fifth
really?
grade. Yeah.
That's old.
It was the blue-eyed kid.
Blue-eyed kid.
Uh-huh.
Who?
The one that's brothers with the blue-eyed one that went to jail.
Oh.
Oh, really?
That was my first one.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking school, and I'm like, who in 5th grade?
No. And I remember
Oh
because
my God!
there was a time where, bro, I'm not even gonna say this out loud, but I remember. Do you remember Eddie Sandoval?
Yes.
He was like, one time we were in class. I think I had a class with him. He's like, why don't you go to do your tus ojos azules? And I got so
That's so
offended by it. I was like, stop.
Bro, wait, I gotta tell you guys something cringy. His brother, who is in jail, one time texted
Prison.
me. Sure, prison. Texted me. I don't know how he got my number, right?
crazy.
And he was like, hey, yo, what's up? It's Green Eyes. I was like,
You said this before.
I was like, who?
Green.
You
Bro,
followed
that's
this.
hilarious. Like, why do you call yourself that? That is so
ever reached
cringe.
out?
It's a street name.
Has he ever reached out now?
Yeah.
How is he going to reach out? He's in jail.
Well, he used to be in jail still too.
Yeah, but he had my number at the time.
Oh, you changed it.
I did change my
You
number.
probably still text it.
That's crazy.
No,
calls it.
no. I think his mom made it very clear that I changed my number and that she was not allowed to give it to him because
Oh,
I
okay.
changed it because of that.
Yeah.
I think so.
remember.
No, I think I changed it.
Putting your life in danger.
I changed it twice.
All of our lives in
The
danger.
first
Literally.
time, I know. Okay, the first time I
She was
changed my phone
oblivious to
number,
it.
it was I was.
We were like, well, they're fighting for our
She was
lives.
in love with the green
That
eyes.
because you guys, I was such a stupid little girl, bro.
Bro, we were young.
No, still some people are like intelligent. All right.
I called my nephew Water the other day. He's like, what is that?
No sabo, bro. That's so funny.
skibbity. You would need to call him a skibbity.
Skibbity,
Yes.
skibbity toilet.
I learned what that was from my middle schooler.
Still don't know what it means.
It's like the meme of
like
the
a
face
meme.
that comes out of the toilet.
Yeah.
But it's like a way to say that's cool. Like, oh, that's skibbity.
Skibbity toilet.
But then
Yeah.
when I was saying it, they were like, "You're too old." I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, they get offended when
Okay.
you use it.
They think it's
Like
cringe.
you make it uncool.
yeah."
Like I saw this video of Kim Kardashian talking about how she says "gat" to her kids and they get so mad at her.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I don't know.
That's so funny. Wait, have you guys? I haven't seen her video, the music video, but I've been hearing a lot about it on TikTok.
Who's music video?
Her Santa Baby
Yeah, I
video. Did you watch
Kim
it?
Kardashian?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah. But people are like making it this huge
Santa
thing, and I was like, oh, maybe we can talk about that on the podcast.
No, I saw it, but I don't get it. Have you seen
Nah,
it?
I don't follow her. Like
Let me
that.
tell you guys a story then.
Okay.
About something that I was watching on TikTok that was like mind blowing right before you guys got here.
Okay.
So it's this girl. Oh my God, this is so interesting. A lesson has to be learned after this, okay? So there's this woman who was in her home in an apartment complex who has a neighbor that lives up top that they have this agreement that if they're ever too loud to just like give them a little 3 taps with like a broom. Like that was their agreement. It was okay. You guys know when you live in an apartment complex, you don't just grab a broom and hit the neighbor because it's just, even though they're being loud, some people don't know. They should be more considerate if you're like living at the top, but it's just a little rude to do that if you haven't first tried to, talk to them about it. But this was their agreement. Like that was okay for her to do because she had a younger son. And the up top neighbors told her, yeah, sometimes we can get pretty rowdy. So just like give us a little warning by giving us 3 taps. So it was one of those days she had put her son down for a nap. And it was the day before Christmas, guys. So just a couple days ago. And she gave them the little 3 taps because there was a lot of noise. And so somebody comes banging at her door. And she looks at the Ring doorbell before, right? Because even though she lives in an apartment complex, people still have Ring these days. And thank God she has one. So she looked and it was this like random woman who she'd never seen before. But since she saw it was a woman, she opened the door. And so the lady was like, was that you knocking on our ceiling? Or I guess it was their floor, her ceiling. And she was like, yeah, because you guys are being loud. And she's like, nah, you don't have to do all that. Point is that they started like bickering. And this, mind you, she had never seen this woman before. And she was like, don't you start knocking at my door. Or don't start knocking. That's unnecessary. Blah, blah, blah. They started fighting, bro. And this girl was like getting really riled up and annoyed. She's like, my son is in here sleeping. Like, you need to leave. And she was like pushing herself kind of like inside her home. Or like not letting in far enough so that she couldn't close the door on her. Right? And so she just asked her nicely before doing that. She's just like, I need you to leave. And this girl was like, no, I'm not going to leave. I'll leave when I'm ready. And she's like, leave. I'm telling you, you need to leave. And this girl was like, I'm going to leave when I'm ready. I'm about to leave right now, but don't do that, blah, blah, blah. Dude, they started going at it. So tell me why this girl who lived in the house, que le abrió la puerta with her son in there, started beating her up because she was like not wanting to leave. And so she started beating her up. And then the girl who came knocking on the door started screaming, Jay. So calling for somebody to come help her. And the first lady with the baby inside the house was like, I had to think fast because first of all, why are you coming into my house screaming like that? And I don't know who you're about to call. I don't know if that's your baby daddy. I don't know if it's your boyfriend. I don't know if it's your friend. I don't know how many people are going to come when you start screaming, but I'm not about to get beat up in my home. So she says that she grabbed her and dragged her in the house and closed the door and kept beating her up inside the house. No! And she's like, I didn't know what to do, but if I didn't continue beating her up, she was going to start beating me up. But if I stayed in the hallway with her, I was gonna get beat up by whoever was coming. She's like, I don't know what's gonna happen. So she started beating her up. And then it went from her saying like her cussing her out to her being like, okay, ma'am, like, leave me alone, let me go. And then at this point, the little boy had woken up and was just watching his mom. And she's like, at that point, I was just pissed and going even harder because now my little son's watching me beat your ass. And she's like, so now I'm really gonna beat your ass because now you made my son see this and he's never seen his mama like this before. So now we're all traumatized. And she said that the girl was like begging que la dejara salir. And at that point, there was this guy outside like, open the door, what's going on in there? Knowing that there was something going on. And the girl was like, get out, but you're not gonna get out through the front door. She's like, I was not gonna open the front door for her to get out, and who else was gonna come in my house? So I made her get out through the back, and she had to jump the railing to get out of the house because she was like on a a little bit of a higher level, not exactly the ground. And that later on, bro, the cops came because obviously this girl, she's like, I beat her the heck up. Like, she beat her up bad. And that the cops came and she showed them the video footage of her telling her to leave her house, and that she tried to press charges, obviously, because she got beat up. And the cops were like, we can't, because she told you to leave and you were in her house and you wouldn't leave. So yeah, you got dragged in further, but that's because you were in there to begin with, bro. And it's what the heck? It's the craziest story. And the kicker is that the girl knew that something was gonna happen, so she propped her phone up before opening the door to press record. So you can't see the video because she didn't put it up like that, but you can hear the entire fight. And it's so it's chilling. It's like, bro, you start hearing the moment where she starts getting her butt beat, bro. You have to send us that. I'm gonna show you. But I was listening to it moral of the story, the girl was she's like, I'm coming here on TikTok to tell you guys a story, because don't be going to nobody's house acting like that. She's like, you don't know who is gonna open that door. She's like, in that case, it was me. You should have never come knocking on my door. She's like, not in my house. And she said that you could see there's one moment where the lady who got dragged in is screaming, not just in pain, but she's hysterica. And it's because the girl had a gun. And she pulled out her gun to be like, don't mess with me. But she's like, I wasn't going to kill her. She's like, but I have a concealed carry. I have permission to have this gun and I will use it. She's like, I didn't know what they were going to do to me. So I had to protect me and my family. Yeah. But I do have a gun and I will use it if I have to. So she's like, so I'm just telling y'all this TikTok so y'all don't go up knocking on nobody's house because you're going to get got. Bro, that's crazy. You have to send us that. Bro, it was so interesting. I was like, this is the juiciest thing I've heard all day.
That is scary. No, that's so scary. I can't. It's traumatizing.
It is. It was such a good story, bro. I can't wait for you to hear it. It's so good.
That is crazy.
What do you think about that? Skibbity toilet.
Skibbity.
It reminds me of jumping in there like a monkey to save my clients from a fight.
Oh yeah. And then Vicky comes and tells me that she freaking jumped in and saved a grown man, 6'5" black man too.
No, he was not black.
Why she said that?
Because it sounds more powerful of her. And he's like,
you're funny.
If you're just saying it was this white guy, it's okay.
No,
he's not big and strong.
No, he was like, I'm like, no. Pulling him.
Wait, they're punching
not today. I was like, not today.
Well, bro, the other guy was messing with him. I would have punched him too.
Yeah, no.
They landed shots?
Yeah. The first one. My client was like.
Was the other guy fighting back or no?
No, he was in a chair like this, laying and just getting hit at that point.
Damn.
And the cops weren't called?
No, because the other guy took responsibility of starting it.
Accountability.
Yeah, accountability.
Damn, he's a bigger man.
Bro, he got his butt beat.
He instigated it? What do you mean? What if he would have stood up and knocked him out or something?
It's that he didn't realize that the 16-year-old was 16. He looks older. He looks like he's at least 24.
Yeah, that is a child.
So the whole reason why it started was because he started going at it with the 16-year-old, not knowing that he was underage. And so he knew he was going to get in trouble if he wanted to press any charges.
Really?
Yeah, because it's a minor.
Yeah, but he didn't touch him.
No, but he was saying some really vulgar things, and there was
That's
all
not
of
illegal.
the clients were like,
no, but it's not illegal. But you have to realize that his dad was there. His dad was there to protect him. Is the point?
Yeah, but
and so you can't get mad at the dad for protecting his son.
But what do you mean? Didn't you say that the son was instigating it?
But he's a child.
yes, but he's still
Bruh, 16, you know what you're doing.
Yes. But
not
with
with the
16,
things that
you
they were
guys are-
saying to each other, and everything was recorded. We have cameras everywhere.
Not in the eyes of the law, Abraham. Please.
16? You can go to jail at 16.
You're juvie, but you can't.
He can, but he didn't do anything. He was just
Exactly.
talking.
The guy didn't do anything either.
But get his butt beat.
It wasn't that bad because it all happened really fast. It wasn't like they were fighting for a long time.
I remember one time Widow and Aron, Randy's cousin, were fighting all the way down the stairs. From the old church building, they were fighting and punching each other. And I was walking. Do you remember that one little stair from the kitchen dining area to go upstairs? Do you remember that?
The altar place?
Yeah, the old church.
Yeah,
Where the kitchen was. Because you could get over there two ways.
Yes.
From the front entrance.
Yes.
Or from that. Okay, so I was walking up there, and then I got pushed into a wall.
Ew.
Because Aaron and Güerito were punching each other, and I was just like hit, and then Güero was like, ya ves, ya le pegaste a la niña. And I was just like, what's going on?
Are you serious?
Yeah, because they were beating each other up. And I was just like, and I walked back upstairs to wherever everyone was, bro.
I wonder what they were fighting about.
I was probably like upstairs playing with you guys, and then like 10 minutes later, oh yeah, people were fighting down there.
I feel like I remember that. Like we were probably together, and you said something about like they were fighting. By the time we went down there, though, there were nobody there. There was no one there.
Éramos bien chismosos. Like we would have wanted to see what was going on instead of like telling my grandma or something.
We were very chismosos.
That's the one thing about us is that we weren't no Saraís. Like, voy a decir a la pastora. We were like, bro, what's happening?
World star.
Yes.
Serious.
Yes. I
I don't
remember
remember no
that.
fighting them.
Thank God the internet didn't exist and we didn't have phones. Could you imagine the amount of things we would have posted on the internet that happened that were not supposed to happen, that we were not supposed to witness?
Dude, we were some crazy kids. I pray that my kids have like friends like that. So you guys better be hurrying up with your kids.
Girl,
I will never regret having like esas amistades that we had when we were younger.
I don't know.
That
I
is
will
nice.
never regret it.
It was fun. I'm glad we lived it, but I don't know. I pray God gives me children that were different than me because I don't know if I can.
Please, Lord.
Huh?
He said, yes, please, Lord.
Shut up. I don't know if I can handle
want my
me.
kid
No,
playing
I'm
with
just
someone
talking
like
about
you.
like la amistad, like the friendship, the friend group that we had.
I know.
You know?
No, I know.
Not necessarily like the crazy things that we did, but just like that they can grow up with people and then start a podcast once they're like old.
I know that is cool. But
You
I mean,
know?
it really is like up to us because we have to give them access to what? You're the one stepping out on my cable, bro. We have to give them access to those friendships.
Yeah. I'm waiting
True.
for you guys. You tell me when.
You don't even have a child yet, bro.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I can't if you guys don't start soon.
I'm not having a kid till I'm 30.
That's in 3 years.
And I know you're starting like yesterday. You're probably pregnant as we
No,
speak.
bro, I'm not.
Announcement coming soon.
Somebody asked me if I was pregnant yesterday because I was crying because I got a Bible.
Who gave it to you?
Valeria.
Aww.
I know. It was like the sweetest thing ever. And I was like, I can't hold it.
That sounds like a pregnant thing.
And then I started crying,
For
and
real.
then, yeah. And so someone's like, are you pregnant?
Are you?
No. I think I would have told you guys by now.
No.
I'm
Because
not
you're not
pregnant.
showing it.
I'm not pregnant.
Oh my God.
That's crazy, though. Imagine Vicky pregnant. I don't know.
Damn.
I don't know about
I can
that.
imagine it.
I don't know about that.
I can imagine. For sure. Coming soon, 2025.
That's crazy.
It has to because at that, like you actually want kids.
I want kids. I just don't know when. Like, I don't know. I don't have a plan of when.
Yeah.
Like, I know I want kids. I want that in my future, but I don't know when.
Yeah.
Like, when's the right time to have a kid?
Never.
Like, how do you prepare for that?
Yeah, no, never. But I know that you would be okay if it happened. Is what I'm
Oh,
saying.
yeah.
Like you're not stopping it from her happening, as opposed to me. I am very much stopping that.
You're like, I gotta wait.
Everything in my power is stopping that. Trust me, because I'm not doing all that right
crazy.
now, bro. I can't, bro.
Baby, you need to hurry up.
The hell?
You gotta just like, you know when you know, and if it's already there, you just gotta start.
What
Like,
does
bring
that
out,
mean?
pop out the ring already.
Wow.
That's crazy.
And we need to have a serious conversation.
Wow.
You hear this?
Oh, she's hearing it.
She's hearing it for
That's
sure.
wild.
What do you have to say about that?
Oh,
You.
what do you mean?
Who the hell am I looking at? Bitch.
I met Vet this year, bro. Chill.
You're
Yeah,
right.
you know when you know.
You met her this year?
Yeah.
When?
I don't know. Earlier this
No,
year.
you met her at.
Okay, but like started like actually like talking to her.
I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't know what else you need. Like, what else you're asking for.
I
She's
only-
the whole package.
I only dated my husband for a year, and then we
Yeah,
were
but you had
engaged for a
known
year.
him for how long?
Yeah, but
Exactly.
it's not the same.
You're not.
It is
You're
the
not at
same.
the age to be waiting too long.
Dude,
And
my
who?
tia told me that yesterday. She told me that if I wait too much to have kids, that I was gonna be a grandma, not a mom. I was like,
That's true.
That's the only thing that worries me. And
I'm
not
not-
so much about me, but Mario, because he's already gonna be 33 this year, upcoming year.
he'll be
Still
fine.
young.
I understand that the older generation thinks that way. And that comment, it was the first time in a while that I've had someone comfortable enough to like make one of those like Mexican comments to me. And since it was my tia, I was like okay with it. But anybody else, I would have been like, I know that it's not normal, but I'm purposely waiting. I don't want to do the traditional Mexican thing.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, even if I get pregnant right now, even if I were pregnant already, it's already not the traditional Mexican thing. I'm 28. I'm grown.
Yeah.
I'm grown.
My dad, when me and Mario got married, the one thing my dad told us was like, you guys waited way too long. We're like, what do you mean? He's like, I already had you by the time I was 25.
That's crazy coming from the man that made him wait a year.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
dude.
say. Didn't
Yeah.
he make him wait to ask you to marry him?
My dad's just interesting. And then Mario, to pay back, Mario purposely waited to ask me to be, I think it was his girlfriend, or to marry him.
To marry him
Because my dad was like, he didn't come back in a year. Like, my dad was nervous. And my dad was now like putting doubt in my mind about like Mario not gonna like want to marry me. And then Mario's like, no, I'm gonna purposely make him wait now.
That is so toxic. Why would you do that?
Yeah, he did. He made him wait. And my dad was like low key for like a good 2 months thinking that Mario wasn't gonna come to the door and ask.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it was funny. I was like, yeah, and the one that had to suffer the torture was me.
That is pretty torturous. But Mario's like that though, because I also, when I was begging Randy to not propose to me yet, because I was like, it's too soon. It's too soon. I can't handle the pressure, because I felt like it went, like our relationship like went so fast, dude. I feel like I started dating him and then 2 days later we were married. And so for a while I was like, please just wait to propose to me, please. I asked him to wait to ask me to be his girlfriend and he didn't listen. So then Mario was like, now it's not gonna happen. Bro, don't propose to her because she kept telling you to wait. And then there came a point where I was like, okay, now I feel like I'm ready. I'm ready to have you propose to me. And then Randy would just be quiet. He's like, the date has never changed. Randy always told me that to try to.
All right, we need to wrap it up.
Why?
Because the computer's about to die.
Okay, so he said the date has never changed even after you told me not to propose to you yet. And I was like, okay. And then Mario was like, no, ahora no lo va a hacer por sangrona. Oh my God. Anyway. Any last words, you guys?
That was funny.
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Or do it.
Stay away from weird people.
Commit.
If your gut tells you they're weird, stay away from them.
Don't be the cheaty. Or the cheater.
Vicky.
I didn't cheat. I didn't make anybody cheat. I would never.
Yeah, she
That's
did.
crazy.
That is crazy. Imagine.
Don't cheat. Don't be a cheater.
Don't be caught in a cheating scene.
Just
don't do it.
Just don't be there. Don't be there.
Don't be mistaken for a cheater.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That's funny.
Yeah. And if you are gonna cheat,
Don't get caught.
Don't get caught.
And on that note, thank you guys for watching.
Please don't be married if you're trying to do this. Just saying that.
To cheat?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that
Like
comes.
if you're married, that's not for you.
Vicky, you are so out of the freaking screen right now.
Sorry.
Anyway, thank you guys for watching this episode of the Usually Best of Friends podcast. We'll see you guys in the next one. But don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms at Usually Best of Friends. And we'll see you guys. Bye.